Good afternoon, everyone. It's Hanifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today is Christmas Eve Day, and what an exciting time to continue this information about accumulation. And remember, a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that competition, comparison, and fear lead to accumulation, and whether it's physical or mental emotional. So today I thought I'd talk about the fear aspect of it because what a great way to end the year, right? If we are able to actually acknowledge the fear that every single person carries, and then consciously we can actually work on overcoming fear. So today I came across a few quotations that I thought I'd share with you. And one of the nicest ones that I came across was by Shantideva. And this says, "There is nothing to fear other than my mind. There is nothing to fear other than my mind." And I think this is so classic in terms of the work that I do, and certainly in terms of, again, whether we say meditation, we say grief recovery, we say brain retraining, all of this is the work that I work with. Yet I think we all can work with this, right? So, this idea of what are the fears, right? So, sometimes when we're fearing something, it's because of knowledge that we've gained in the past that then filters through our mind in the present and contributes to our experience of the future. And this is a very important concept to recognize that oftentimes our mind in the moment of now is shaped by things that we've learned in the past that has come into the mind as knowledge, which we might feel educated through experience, right? And that experience contributes to this learning and this knowledge. This knowledge feeds our next thought, word, and action. Now remember that unless we're taking this moment of now as completely new and fresh in this moment of now, oftentimes fears will come into this space because our experiences, oftentimes, things that we are scared of or worried about or fearful about, are the things that stay in our minds, right? And unless we're consciously aware of working through and overcoming those fears, we can get trapped in similar cycles again and again. So, another quotation that I came across that I thought would be useful to you is one by Eckhart Tolle, and it says, "So, the single most vital step on your journey towards enlightenment is this: learn to disidentify from the mind." Learn to disidentify with the mind. And if you look at a lot of ancient scriptures, much of the information is the same. And if you look at even in terms of whether we say Vedic schooling, we think of Buddhism. If we look at Buddhism, Buddhist philosophy, I was going to say, or we look at spiritual development in any, almost any direction that I've looked at has this common theme of disidentifying with the mind. And why do we disidentify with the mind? The mind is really the source of our ego. And this ego is the one that's also related to fear. Fear, worries, anxieties, frustrations, all of these things are related to the ego mind. And if we can pull away from that ego mind thinking, we can actually recognize that we can free the mind to new experiences, new awarenesses of the now. And so today I would love for you to think about, isn't that funny that I would say think? Okay, reflect on the idea of how much you work from the mind or how much you work from a space beyond the mind. And beyond the mind, we can actually look at practices like meditation and mindfulness. And mindfulness also kind of puts us in our mind, right? So I will say that with a grain of salt because I find that meditation is more useful this way. Yet, when we are doing this meditation in our day-to-day experience, we don't have to be sitting and in a particular posture or in a particular environment or in a particular time to actually have the experience of meditation. We can just observe and be completely present in this moment to be meditative in this experience. And that also pulls us away from the thinking mind, which then pulls us away from fear. And so I thought I would finish with this quote too, which is by James Pierce. And it says, "The closer one comes to truth, the further one gets from mind." The closer one comes to truth, the further one gets from mind, which is again following the same philosophy. And now you can also know that emotions, thoughts, they're all related to the mind, of course, because our minds produce these emotions and thoughts that then we feel and carry with us oftentimes. Yet, it's often the biggest thing that sticks in our mind are places of fear. So this could be about health, this could be about life and death, this could be about relationship concerns, this could be about money, right? So all of these things are things that are very commonly experienced in people's minds as fears. And if you can notice that, wow, how much does your mind focus on those things and how much does it focus on just here and now and something wonderful right here and right now? Because that takes a little bit of brain training. And this is the work that I do. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any intention of working in this direction in the new year or now. I am looking forward to seeing you. And I thought I'd end on what I think is kind of amusing as this quotation I didn't know that Shakespeare had written. I'm not sure where he's written it. It might be in one of his great books, but I thought it was fantastic in talking about fear. It says, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here. Hell is empty and all the devils are here." And I would agree. And some of those devils are within our own minds, of some of the fears that we create. And some of those fears we create in our minds are then reflected in the world around us. So I leave you with that thought to think about. And I hope that you will focus your mind on clearing it from the space of fear and looking forward to a fantastic year ahead. Thank you for watching today's video. I look forward to seeing you next year. And I hope that you have a fantastic day and New Year's celebration ahead, whichever way you do it. I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.